हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू एग्जाम वर्ट। और जैसा कि आप सब लोग जानते हैं, हमारी इंपॉर्टेंट बैटल्स ऑफ इंडियन हिस्ट्री की सीरीज चल रही है। उसमें हम अपना एक नया बैटल लेकर आ गए हैं, जिसका कि अपना बहुत ही बड़ा इम्पोर्टेंस है इन द इंडियन हिस्ट्री। ओके, सो विच बैटल दैट वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट टुडे? द बैटल इज फर्स्ट बैटल ऑफ तराइन। ओके, इट्स द first battle of Tarain. It's the first battle of Tarain. Okay, so what's the importance of first battle of Tarain? See, the Muslim or the Turks invasions, not properly Muslims because they are the basically Turks. Okay, so the Turkish invasions started since the Mahmud of Ghaznavi or Muhammad bin Qasim's times, okay, from the 8th century. Okay, but the full-fledged invasions or the invasions with the thought to rule over India, the rule to establish a Turkish rule in India, they've started from this battle itself. Okay, the thought of ruling India, it has been emerged out of this battle. Because of this battle, the thought to rule India has gone into the minds of Turkish people or the Turkish rulers. Okay, so today we are going to see the first battle of Tarain. So, first battle of Tarain. Who was the winner? Everyone knows. Prithviraj Chauhan was the winner. Muhammad Ghori was the loser. But what are the causes that have drove Muhammad Ghori to the Tarain or India? First and foremost, the fertile land of India. Okay, the region which they belong, it was not so fertile. Okay, it wasn't a fertile region. Obviously, we all know that how fertile India was. The land of Punjab, where the first incursions took place, the land of Punjab, the land of five rivers. Okay, the first impact where the first battle happened there. Okay, now please do remember the dates or the years. Okay, it was the year 1191. It was the year 1191 at Tarain in Haryana. Okay, there are two very important battlegrounds in Indian history. Okay, first was obviously Tarain, second was Panipat. Okay, we have seen a battle of Panipat. In upcoming days, I will upload a video of the second battle of Panipat. Okay, so there are many battle that was fought on the ground of Panipat and Tarain. So what was the reason that Panipat and Tarain was such important battlegrounds? Okay, to know those reasons, we have to look the geographical locations and the advantages that they give to the foreign army as well as the local army. Okay, well, that's a very detailed topic. We will look into them in the live classes. Okay, now first battle of Tarain, we all know the actors. First Sultan Muhammad Ghori, second Prithviraj Chauhan. Okay, the army of Muhammad Ghori was defeated by the Rajput army of Chauhan. Everybody knows that. Not a fact to discuss anymore. Okay. Now, the very important thing that I am going to tell you today is how to do the history reading. Prithviraj Vijaya. It's a Chahamana sponsored text. Prithviraj Vijaya. Please note down this text. Prithviraj Vijaya. It was a Chahamana sponsored text. Okay. Now, how does it portray the Muizuddin? Muizuddin or Muhammad Ghori, it was same name. It was just the original name and acronym. Okay. Muizuddin. How the Chahamana sponsored text portrays Muhammad Ghori. Okay. So, they have shown him as an evil, beef-eating demon. Okay, you can't describe a person demon just because of his eating habits. Okay, so that's how you judge the authenticity of the text, or if the texts had made a unbiased judgment of a person's character. Okay, evil beef-eating demon depicts the envoy as an extremely ugly person whose ghastly white complexion made him appear to be suffering from a skin disease and whose speech was like the cry of wild birds. If you read these statements, you know very well that these all are such an exaggerating these all are such exaggerating these all are such exaggerating statement that they can't be true in real life. Okay, these all are exaggerating statements. Now, the Ghurid campaign that led to the first battle of Tarain may have begun in 1190, but actual battle, we all know when it started. It started in the 1191 CE. Okay, Tabarin Fort. Okay, present day Bathinda, Punjab. What's the case with the Tabarin Fort? It was one of the most important forts in the Punjab region at that time. Okay, I've told you Punjab region, they have first entered in the Punjab region. Okay, when they have entered in the Punjab region, what happened? They have captured the Tabarin Fort, and Tabarin Fort considered a gateway to the India. Okay, it was considered a gateway to India at that time. If you have captured Tabarin, you can easily go incurse into the India, and you can march your army to in the India. Okay, so that's why Tabarin Fort is important. When Prithviraj Chauhan get to know about, he was accompanied by a number of feudatory rulers who Minhaj, another important historian for our exam, Minhaj-us-Siraj. Okay, Minhaj-us-Siraj. Please remember the book which was written by Minhaj-us-Siraj. Minhaj-us-Siraj was a topic to study in the live classes because he wasn't a character that can be discussed on YouTube. Okay, a man of very high character, a man who has witnessed many historical events in his life, who has mentioned many historical events in his books. Okay, so Minhaj-us-Siraj referred to as the entire Ranas of Hind. Okay, entire Ranas of Hind. Obviously, this is an exaggerating statement because not everyone was happy with the Prithviraj Chauhan. Why everyone was not happy? Because Prithviraj Chauhan was a very ambitious king. Okay, he was on a with the ambition that he had. Okay, the ambition he had conquered many territories. अगर मेरा कोई पड़ोसी है और वो मेरी ज़मीन पर कब्जा कर ले आके, ठीक है, और कल को उसकी लड़ाई हो जाए, तो क्या मैं उसका साथ देने जाऊंगा? नहीं जाऊंगा, ऑब्वियसली बात है ना। अगर उसकी लड़ाई हो गई है और उसने मेरी ज़मीन हड़प ली है तो मैं उसका साथ देने कभी नहीं जाऊंगा लड़ाई में। ओके, दैट वाज द केस विद पृथ्वीराज चौहान। वेरी फ्यू रूलर्स और द फ्यूडेटरी रूलर्स, बिकॉज इट्स द ड्यूटी ऑफ फ्यूडेटरी रूलर्स टू accompany the king, okay, or accompany the parent king. So Govind Rai was one of them. Govind Rai, the ruler of Delhi, was one of these rulers. Sarhindi, another important historian, please remember the name Sarhindi. He claims that Govind Rai Tomar, seated on an elephant, was at the front lines, implying that he was at the commander in chief of Prithviraj's army. Okay, if someone is leading from the front, that means he was the commander in chief of the army. Okay. According to Minhaj-us-Siraj, Muizuddin would have died or been captured if a young soldier had not led his horse to safety. The Ghurid troops were disheartened and defeated after his departure from the battlefield. Okay, there was a story. It goes like when Muhammad Ghori was fighting the battle, he has started to fight the battle with the Govind Rai. Govind Rai got hit by the shot that he had fired, or the arrow that he had fired. But Govind Rai hit Muhammad Ghori with a heavy javelin. Okay, and that javelin pierced him in his hand. Okay, and that strike made him unconscious. And after the unconsciousness, a young soldier. Who was that young soldier? He was a young Khilji. Okay, he belongs to the Khilji tribe. Now the origin of Khilji tribe was debatable because Khilji tribes doesn't have a perfect origin. There was migration, intermigration, intra-migration took place between Khiljis. Okay, therefore it wasn't clear that what was the origin of Khiljis. Okay, so young soldier or a Khilji horseman, he led his horse to the safety and saved the precious life of Muhammad Ghori, and the Ghori troops were left. They have left the field after the when there was no king or no commander left. King was the ultimate commander during the war. Okay, and if your king had left the battlefield, then there will be chaos in the army. That's what exactly happened in the Ghurids army. Okay, that's what exactly happened in the Ghurids army. Now Muizuddin left for Ghazni, leaving a garrison at Tabarin behind. Prithviraj besieged the fort and took it some time before the second battle of Tarain. He did not pursue the Ghurid army because he did not want to invade the hostile territory or misjudge Muizuddin's ambition. See, this decision can be judged in both ways. Like he didn't decided to expand his territory in a foreign territory that wasn't known to him. Okay, and he or he don't want to go to an unknown territory. Okay, but the mistake that Prithviraj Chauhan had did, he hadn't fortified Tabarin really well. Okay, because he thought that after such a defeat, Muhammad Ghori isn't going to come back really soon. Okay, Prithviraj made no attempt to drive him out of Punjab. As I told you in previous point also, he had made no attempt to drive him out of Punjab. Okay, that was a mistake that he had made in this battle. And Muhammad Ghori, he was humiliated and made plans to avenge his defeat. And how he has avenged his defeat and what are the plans that he had made, how he had strategized and what are the vows that he had taken after first battle of Tarain and how he had strategized his revenge. Okay, we will look in the second battle of Tarain. So that's the first battle of Tarain for you. Winner Prithviraj Chauhan, loser Muhammad Ghori. We will look second battle of Tarain in the next video. Okay, thank you so much for the lecture, and live classes are going on. If you guys want to join, then there will be a link in the description form. Please do join because our syllabus has finished till ancient history and you guys don't want to mess with your syllabus. It's a huge syllabus and you can't cover it in really 1 or 2 months. Okay, it will take time. For a nice exam practice, you need to have a revision of whole syllabus. So this is our official mail. You can mail on this, or this is my personal mail. You can mail me on this also. I will definitely reply. If you have any queries regarding preparation, then please do mail, or you can WhatsApp me also on this number. Okay, and keep learning. Thank you so much for this nice session, and we will keep uploading those important battles of Indian history. So please do subscribe the channel to get updates from the channel. Okay, thank you so much.